Alrighty. Alright, so last time we played, we managed to defeat the Earth Fiend. We're gonna cruise on. I got it on 4 times speed, so I don't have to grind 4 times as much. Because I've already done full playthroughs of Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster and many other games. I figured I'd spare everybody the boringness of fighting. And also, I won't have to actually level up off stream just so that I can play the game on stream. So let's get cracking. We gotta go to, gotta hit the boat. I said, hold on. Alright, I think we're gonna do some sequence breaking stuff. First, we need the canoe. Do 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 do. Alright. We go to Crescent Lake, get the canoe, then we're gonna go get, what are we gonna get? Tail, Ice Cave, do 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 do. Oh no 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 no. Really only goes up that much? Raises party's defense and evasion. We'll get exit when we boost up at some point. Usually this guy you talk to. It's funny they changed it to this guy. Lucan, the prophet, I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light guided by destiny, about which our entire future revolves. Oh, wait, you still do talk to this guy. So why does that dude look funny? Well done, white lawyers, white lawyers, Jesus. Warriors of light, there we go. You have defeated the fiend of earth and restored the crystal's light. Have this canoe. It fits in your pocket. The earth. The four fiends plot the world's destruction. The fire passes, all is engulfed in flame. When all crystals shine once more, return here. All will be revealed. Alright, so now we got a canoe. So that means... Let's take a look at the armor. Mithril them up. The iron armor actually has more defense, but I think evasion is not as high. Check out the items. "91 high potions. Ethers. We'll never need these again. Cures ailments except stone and knockout. Okay. So normally you'd go to the volcano, go to the fire fiend, but we're not doing that. We are we're gonna go to Castle Ordeal. No, is that what it's called? Wow. It's probably overkill using that spell, but that's fine. Oh, but I gotta heal up anyway. Ah, whatever. We'll use a cottage or whatever before we go into the castle ordeals. Ooh, these encounter rates are a little ridiculous. Whew. Get that magic points back. Get in there. Let's do some level 2 magic. I don't think we'll need much more than that. Yeah. I think we're to the point where we can probably start getting treasure chests, because some weapons and armor are very useful in this game. For not having to use magic points. I just don't remember where everything is, but oops. potion. I feel like there should be something better in there than that. That's not gonna be good. Born the Devils? Can't avoid that one. Healing staff. Doesn't do much, but it adds up. Ruby armlet. They still have clothes. Ice brand. Steel gloves. Up armlet. Okay, that's good. Oh, I see. That's good. Four on 6. What's going on? Monsters. Yes. Well, let's. All right, so gauntlets, sort, custom. So we want things that we can actually use up top. Oh, that's Thundera or Thundara. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I actually didn't want to do that. We're gonna drop this here. Healing staff. Gauntlets. Let's try Quake. One out of 3. Alright. So now we have the tail. Now let's go get the airship. We gotta go to... We can't get the airship. We gotta go to the ice cave. Then we can get the airship. What's up, Polly? What's happening? Cool. Yeah, we're gonna blast through this game as quickly as possible. We're doing sequence breaking stuff. I'm not doing things in its normal order. We're gonna go get the most powerful weapon, the second most powerful weapon in the game really early. All kinds of interesting things. Making our way to the ice cave. right. So ice cave, get the floater, rock, whatever they call it. Get the airship. Take the rat's tail to Bohemet. Class change. Then we're gonna go. Yeah, we need to get what's it called? The oxy-ale. So we can go underwater. And then we're gonna grab a slab. We're gonna grab the slab or the Rosetta Stone. I know they keep changing the names. Take the Rosetta Stone, go to town of Lyfin or whatever. Get the chime. We also need to get the cube key as well in between. And we can go to the tower. Then we can go all the way up. Get the adamantite. What's up, Andrea? Or Andrea. Let's see. We just want to... Everybody's pretty good, so we're just gonna do a regular save. The motion-based powers? Are you talking about like... I'm not sure I know what you mean. Oops. Are you talking about like the blitz motion base where you have to hit the D-pads to do the blitz? Well, Final Fantasy VI, there was only the one character, Sabin, that had that, right? With his blitz. Where you had to hit like the various D-pads. Nah, that was the only game that had that, actually. Matter of fact, the Pixel Remaster, I think did away with that. Or maybe you could do it once, and then after that you could just, you can, what do they call it? You could, quick battle or whatever, so you didn't have to keep doing it. Yeah, this is the OG Final Fantasy 1. So basically you have your attack, everyone has their attacks. The white and black mage, red mage have magic until you class up. No motions needed. Yeah. What's even worse is the first boss. I forget his name. The person who trained with Duncan as well as Sabin, if you remember the story. Like, in order to beat him, you had to know what his pommel was. And the game actually doesn't tell you that at all on the Super Nintendo. So, like, you didn't know. So you usually just died or figured it out. When I had Final Fantasy VI, and I bought it off a buddy of mine, I also have the strategy guide too, so... but I played it until I needed the strategy guide, And I remember getting to that battle and being like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? But then kind of find out you actually have to use the blitz, which it doesn't tell you how to do it. Like I said, it's left, right, left. I think in the remaster, it actually tells you you're supposed to do the moves. So they fixed that, but yeah, that was kind of weird. I think there's a mistranslation or something, because that shouldn't have happened. Flame swords actually last, but we are in the ice cave, so it makes sense. Try it out. Yep. Left, right, left. Arrow bolt was down, down, right, right. A couple different ones that were kind of annoying. The bum rush, trying to get that perfectly on the Super Nintendo D-pad was not easy. I used to like to do the suplex. The suplex did a lot of damage to one enemy. But most of the time, I usually just did pummel. And then, once I learned, well, the arrow was pretty good. And then there's the air one with boomerangs, air slice or something. I don't know what it's called. That was pretty helpful too. Ice armor. Gloves. A nice little boost. Yeah, to spin. You have to start from the right and go all the way clockwise, all the way around and back to the right. There was a one that was right all the way around and up. So was it like 3/4 of the way? And then it sucks when you're in a boss battle and you're trying to get that stupid thing to work, and he jumps out and he does nothing and he goes back. Dude, talk about frustration, man. What's up, BitPix? What's happening? Finally doing better? Feels like whenever I have issues, it just lingers on forever, so that's good to hear. I won the Mega16 the other day. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, all is well. Now I'm just doing like not like a de-stress, but I'm just blasting through Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster 4 times boost, just for fun to play through the game. To be honest with you, I don't know what I'm going to be doing next exactly. Oh, I didn't finish my little snack here. Oh well, I gotta get that in the garbage. Doing sequence breaking stuff. So what I used to do when I was a kid, because I wanted the Excalibur sword early. That's what I'm gonna do here. Mystic Quest, that's a game I gotta play. I have it. I think I tried beating it many years ago before I was streaming, and I don't know if I got bored of it or it just made me want to play other games. I didn't end up finishing it, but one of these days I'm gonna do a playthrough of that. It's sitting on the shelf. The game cheesy, yeah. For sure. Mickey Mouse and Mystic Quest? No, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on Super Nintendo. That's what BitPit is talking about over on the Twitch side. I'm dual streaming, so if that's not confusing enough. No, it's not the American version of Final Fantasy. It's the American version of like a Mana game. I was at one of the Mana series games where they're like, here's Final Fantasy on the Super Nintendo, and people were like, this is different. And then they're like, and now here's Final Fantasy 2, and they're like, okay, that's more like what we're familiar with. And then like, here's Final Fantasy 3. Oh, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. What a difference. And they're like, here's Final Fantasy 7. And people were like, what the hell are you talking about? What happened to the other ones? The funny thing is, I knew about it. I knew a little bit about it kind of early because I was into emulation in the 90s. And when I downloaded a NES ROM pack and it had Final Fantasy 2 and 3, I was confused by that. And then I loaded them up, and I was like, what? What are these games? Why do these exist? Because I grew up playing Final Fantasy 1, so like to me that was like a shock. And then when I downloaded the Super Nintendo pack, and it said Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6, and I was like, okay, so let's see what these are. So I loaded up 4, I'm like, oh, so that's 2. And I loaded up 5, I'm like, I've never seen this game before. What the hell is this? And then I loaded up 6, which was 3. So I'm like, oh. Like, how does that happen? Craziness. I've never played Shining Force, no. It looks good, though. That's the Genesis RPG, right? Yeah, the first time I played Final Fantasy VII, it was in Japanese because I had a friend of mine who borrowed a PlayStation from a kid who parents owned a Japanese restaurant. They were Japanese, but they owned a restaurant. So like my buddy he wasn't really friends with the kid, but his father was friends with the owner, and he showed up one day and the kid had a PlayStation there at the restaurant, and the kid's like, oh, I'm going back to Japan, I'm gonna leave this here. And then he actually let him borrow it for like a couple of weeks. So we were playing all kinds of like games I didn't even know existed yet because they were in Japan first. But the funny thing is that they weren't official games. They were all burned CDs, because you could burn CDs of any PlayStation game and play it on Japanese PlayStations without modifying at all. You just pop them in and they're good to go. And so it was like a pre-modded, before you needed the mod PlayStation, and that's how we started renting and burning discs left and right to build up a library of PlayStation games. Yeah, so I was playing Tekken. I don't think it was Tekken 2, maybe. A bunch of games that weren't out yet. But Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy Tactics. I was like, man, because I was big into Final Fantasy, so like this was like blowing my mind. I'm like, this is so awesome. couldn't understand any of it because it was in Japanese. But you know, I wasn't complaining. I'll be walking around as the black mage here. Let's kick that. Traditional. How are we on health? We're sort of fine. You didn't need it on a Japanese PlayStation. A stock Japanese PlayStation did not need to be modified. You just slapped it in there. Didn't matter what the region was either. Throw it in and it'll play it. You had the thing on the back of PlayStation 1. Yeah, I had one of those too. So yeah, it was like it was a Game Shark type thing. You put it back there, and then you had a boot loader that you put in the thing, and what would do, it would load, it would get you past the security, then you'd pop the lid open, right? Or you needed a special spring. I forgot, I think you needed a spring or something, and then you swap the disc and put the burnt disc in there, put the thing back down, and just play. That was pretty cool. I had that too for the PlayStation. And then when I got a PlayStation 2, there was a... I don't remember how I did that one. I think it was a memory card you used in PlayStation 2, and there was a hook that would go into the drive, and you'd pull out the CD after you got to a certain point, swap the CD out, and then push back the CD back in, and then play your burnt CDs that way. Which was also pretty awesome for me back in the day. You need an original game, then you can load any other game. Yeah, I think mine actually had a disc, if I remember correctly. Please pick down the latch. Yeah, I think I bought a kit or something that just had everything you needed. I don't really remember how the PlayStation 1 worked though. But there were games that you could play. You could pop the lid on a PlayStation, it would still play because the game's already loaded into RAM or whatever. You just had to make sure that thing was shut before it needed to load up more stuff from the disc. Yeah, the PlayStation 2 one was pretty crazy. I still have my PlayStation 2. Matter of fact, the cover in the front's still off and missing because I popped it off too many times. But yeah, man. Dude, downloading all the games that I couldn't afford back in the day. That was so nice. Like the Gran Turismo and SOCOM, and it didn't matter what the game was, it played perfectly. Not a single issue. You had to burn them kind of funny. You had to have a special kind of CD burner program to make sure that it could read it, but after that it was solid. I downloaded everything too. You could copy it from a disc on your computer, or you could we did pick up the floater, right? I didn't like be an idiot and probably stone, right? But you could just download that from whatever sketchy thing we used to have back in the day. LimeWire. There was a couple other sites that just dealt with video games, so you didn't have to risk viruses and whatnot, but hell yeah, man. My computer was constantly downloading those games. I just remember being frustrated because I was downloading a game. I think it was Gran Turismo because I've been wanting to have that game for PlayStation 2. And I kept getting the European version and it wouldn't work, clearly. Game Shark for the PC plugged into the printer port? That's wild. I feel like they could have done something better than that. That's cool though. Hey, so we got the floater. Is everybody healthy? Let's go get the boat. The airboat. Yeah, the 3 megabyte song took you 2 weeks. Yeah. Just let those things download and go to sleep and hope the next day that they actually downloaded. Dude, the Game Genie was something I always wanted. It ended up being like disappointing because obviously when it came out, they made it seem like you could do all this cool stuff in the game. I didn't know it was just a regular cheat device. I didn't really know what it was. But I thought it was gonna change the game. I mean, it did some games, like jump higher, run faster, and then like you got the little booklet, and like all the codes that you actually wanted in the game didn't work, or they didn't have it. Like, oh, this game would be sweet if you had unlimited lives, except it didn't. It would have something else. Then I finally beat like a game using the Game Genie, and I just felt like a loser. I did not feel good about it. Felt like a cheater. I mean, I was a cheater. Then I never used it again. The only time I ever used it, I used to use it on Final Fantasy just so I didn't have to grind for money. The first part of the game was super annoying. Sitting there fighting for like an hour and a half of ogres and wolves so you can buy a sword. I used to hate that, so I made it so you had unlimited gold, and all you had to do was buy stuff and then sell it. Buy and sell it until you have like max gold and just go play the game normally. Yeah, you can save it on the consoles, but if you emulate, you can mess around with the addresses, throw some values in. All right, we can take to the air now. Beep. Yeah, games that you're just like, you just want to see the ending, but you know you'll never play through it and beat it because it was too damn hard. That's what the Game Genie was for. It didn't make games more fun. It just made it so you could finally beat them. But I rarely use it, honestly. I rarely ever use it. Oh man, I'm yawning like crazy. Alright, so we got the canoe. The air canoe. Let's go class up so we can buy all our crap. How much cash do we got? We've got a $500,000. Okay, I think we got enough money. Yeah, there was a lot of games that were designed to just be ridiculous. A lot of it had to do with, like, depending on where they were made. There was a time where Japan, well, it was illegal to rent games in Japan. So when they made games, they made them kind of hard. No, they made them a little easier, I think. I'm trying to think. Yeah, they made them a little easier because people were buying the games and it was fine. But when they released them in the US, because we were renting games, they made them harder because they didn't want people to just rent the game, beat it in 2 hours and never play it and never buy the game. It was like counterintuitive to them. So they actually made some games harder just because of that. Like, I think one example is like Ninja Gaiden, like 2 or 3. One of the Ninja Gaidens, they purposely made more difficult just because of that, which ain't right, man. Come on. Why are they doing that? Like when you die, or like limited continues versus unlimited continues. When you die in the last stage, you go back to the first level of that stage instead of that last stage. Stuff like that. With an elixir. Yeah, but now I play everything on hardware. I don't Game Genie it up. If I'm learning a speed run, and I don't feel like if like save states are kind of not that useful for some reason, I might use like unlimited lives code just to experiment. But typically, I just use save states and rewind to learn a speed run. Alright, I guess we don't need anything here. That is also true. Well, the most famous one that everybody knows about is what we call Lost Levels, where they made Super Mario Brothers 2. They sent it over to Nintendo USA, and they're like, "This game is too hard. People aren't going to want to play it, and it don't look any different than the first one." So it was two things that weren't good, which actually is pretty reasonable. But they still could have released it. But in the meantime, we got Super Mario Bros. 2, the Doki Doki Panic version. So that game is actually really cool. So I'm kind of glad they went that route. But yeah, like Final Fantasy 2 and 3, they didn't send those to the United States because of how late Final Fantasy 1 was released, because they were already working on Final Fantasy 2 on a Super Nintendo, or in that case, Final Fantasy 4 on a Super Famicom. So they're already like too far ahead to the next console while we're trying to catch up. So they kind of passed up. Dragon Quest is another one. Same thing happened, where they just couldn't keep up, and because they weren't releasing them at the same time, and we didn't have the consoles yet. Though they did manage to get all 4 Dragon Quests on the NES, so I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking over there. But we didn't get any of them on the Super Nintendo. And they had a bunch. They had 5. And they had 5 and 6. Plus they remade 1 and 2 on the Super Nintendo. So yeah. Okay, what are we doing? This guy. Now we're all styled up. Alright, so the next thing we need to do once we clear this area out is we need to get the Axial and or the cube, whichever I feel like doing next. X potion. The hell's an X potion? Fully restores HP. Fully restores HP and MP. Restores 5 magic points. Interesting. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so yeah, we'll get the cube. The waterfall over here. The Dungeons and Dragons game? No. I played some of the Nintendo ones. They're pretty terrible. There's like 3 of them, I think. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons was on a lot of stuff, but I never really got into it. Especially the computer game ones. I'd give them a try one day. Like, I'm not avoiding them, I just never really came up, you know? Snort. Baldur's Gate, yeah. I once had a Dungeons and Dragons board. I think we got it in a yard sale or something. We didn't know what to do with it or how to play it, but I do remember having one, messing around with it. It was kind of cool. 80s though, so you know, I was only a little kid. I don't know what the hell it was. But people used to always say like, "Oh yeah, Final Fantasy used to rip off of Dungeons and Dragons." It's like, oh okay. So then, if it's a rip off of it, you would think I would like Dungeons and Dragons. But like, the idea is very similar. But like Final Fantasy, the Nintendo game, it's like, well, with Dragon Warrior, it's its very own like formula of town. Magic, weapons shop, walk, fights, dungeon, collect crap, solve a problem, go back to town, go to the next town. Rinse and repeat until the game's beat. Wizard staff. Let's see what that is. And we got a ribbon too, so that's cool. Cast confused. Well, nobody really cares about that, but we can equip it, I think. Give him the ribbon? Yeah, that sounds good. It should be a defender in here as well. Take this cube! Tia, my flying fortress, please. Okay, you got it. Warp cube. Yeah, I don't see that either, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Also, people who used to say that, like, don't actually play, never played, like, Final Fantasy, so. But I get it. It's a genre of role-playing. It's similar, I guess. Look at that. I would have thought that was a way more... I guess not. View description. Hold on. B? It casts blink. I knew it did something. Yeah, we don't actually have any of the cool spells. That's what we need. I forgot. We need to go shopping. Once we get out of here, we gotta go buy some magic. If I had bought the magic before I got here, we would already have left. The warp spell, super handy. And the exit spell, even more handier. Ouch. Alright, got the cube. Yeah, let's go shopping. And then we'll get, oh, actually, yeah, we need to go by the, rescue the ferry. Because we're right there, essentially. A nice pocket canoe. On the NES version, something I didn't know that someone told me like way later in life, that you can actually land here. You can't land here in this version now, but you can land on the sprite because of how they do the thing here. Can we land over here though? Yeah, good. Caravan, kind of cool. Bottled Ferry. 40k? Sure. And then he has other stuff too. More things that are not ever needed. Temporarily raises things. I've never used any of this stuff. You don't need it in this game. We're gonna blow through this game like nothing. Though they do a good job of making chaos a little bit more tougher, knowing that you have all this extra stuff that makes the game so much easier. I think they give him some extra HP. Okay, so now we have... Alright, we have to actually use... the items. Oh, we don't use it. We just have to go to the town. It's a little bit different. Okay, so we need to go to Melmond. Go to the white magic. Black magic. I feel like it would be cool if they made a Final Fantasy 1-2. You know how they made a Final Fantasy 10-2 and Final Fantasy 13-2? Couldn't they just make a Final Fantasy 1-2? That'd be cool. All new stuff, same idea. Do it in Pixel Remaster if they want. I know people like their cheese. Instantly kills all enemies. There's a weapon that can cast that, so we don't need to buy Gorge or whatever. Can't use magic yet. He can after he levels up a few times. Though we're almost leveled to the max already. What are we missing? We have all the important stuff. Level 6. Yeah, we're missing exit. That's going to be this way. I think we got everything from here. Yep. Cool. This guy's still sleeping? Nope. He's still sleeping. I think he doesn't wake up until you beat Fire Fiend. Alright, I gotta go check on my laundry quick, grab a drink, and then we're gonna go do some more. About a half hour's worth. All right, let's go. Okay. So now we got that. Now let's go. Let's go down. To get a couple things quick. Yeah, the parry opens, busts out of the box immediately. And you're like, what the hell just happened there? Lizaga. I don't remember what the other two spells are. Harm. I mean, that's a pretty sweet spell, but I can't remember what the other two are, so we're gonna wait. Memory is fading. I don't think both are great. See what we got in here? It's a protect capes or whatever. Ruby armlets. What's she have on? Oh, she has a ruby armlet on. Get rid of some of this nonsense. Did I buy 3 in accident? I think I did. Oh no, he doesn't have it equipped. Whoops. Oh. Sure. Not that he'll ever actually attack anything. Hey. What are you doing? There's a special water called Oxio. Gushes from the bottom of our spring, but only fairies can draw it out. That was your hint. It's too late, though. Holy. Literally. No, all. Negates an enemy's magical defenses. Reduces damage from spells by half. Yes. We need to leave one space open for whatever the other spell is. This is level 8 stuff. None of these spells are any good. I caught a fairy, so I figured she's mine to do as it please. What's the big deal? Sold her to the caravan. That was your hint. Too late, though. There she is. You're the one who rescued me. I'm sorry about running away, but I was so scared. I'll get you some Oxio from the bottom of the spring to make up for it. Some oxygenated ale. Sounds tasty. Take some. Alright. Next. I'm gonna go to take a look. This is level 7 magic, I think. Yeah. Yeah, none of this is helpful. We have an item that defends against instant death. I don't know how great it works, but no one's gonna use that. So we might as well use that, I guess. Sure, why not? Might be helpful, might not be helpful. Saber, we definitely need. But there's a weapon that casts that too. I probably missed it though. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember. Here we go. Oh, she just jumped in the water. I should do that. There's actually items in this somewhere in here. I just never get them because you don't. Usually, by the time you get here, you don't really need anything. Yeah, we're gonna do pretty good with the gauntlet gloves, healing staff here for regular battles. There's good stuff here, so we're gonna try to get it. We're gonna go left, follow left. Yep, I got trimmed up. I like to go about a month or two and then bring it back down to factory conditions, factory reset. Big bucks, no whammy. Wait, what? Wasn't there supposed to be... Maybe I'm thinking of a different room. Diamond armor, yeah, we want that. Nice little boost. But we want to go to the bottom left. Take over to the last three. Dude, the encounter rate is ridiculous. I get it, I'm like supersonic speed, but it's like every 5 steps is another battle. Light axe. cast harm, which is very useful. This is fire. Yeah. Alrighty. See the treasure chests on the one to the right. Diamond armlet. To the right. Got the two bottom ones. Antidote. Diamond shield. Diamond helmet, diamond glove, and the Rosetta Stone, also known as the tablet. Alright, so now we can try some original music for a little while. For fun. Obviously, I'll turn it back to the other music, but I thought it'd be interesting to see how it goes with this. The old classic. Oh no, we can't go here yet. What are we doing? We never went back to Dr. Oon. Oops. I should know better. If only there was like a road vehicle. You know, if Nintendo wouldn't sue me, I would definitely make a continuation of this game. Like 2,000 years later in the future. That'd be interesting. I don't know how the story would go. I think it's something. Question is, would anybody ever play it though? I think people would play it, and then I'd probably get arrested by Nintendo. Just a moment, let me see that tablet. Wow, 3 minutes later, we're fully fluent in the Finnian language. Imagine that. Alright, so now we can go back to Leifin, whatever they're calling it these days. We're gonna chime, and then we're gonna go into this tower. We're probably just gonna do the entire tower, so we don't have to go back. No reason to do it twice. Hey, now we can talk to the sky people. Claire. Yes, please. Full life. Yeah. That's why we need that extra slot. In the NES version, if you continue walking to the right, you can actually see the left side of town. They actually made it so it wasn't like that. That's awesome. Before you leave, Legendary Warriors, take this chime with you. It will grant you passage to the Mirage Tower. Sweet. I obtained the chime. We got nothing else here, man. No shops, no nothing. Alright, now we're gonna go to the tower. Did I even use any magic? I did. Well, we'll use the cottage at the tower. I don't remember what goodies I have, but we're going to get them regardless. What do we want to do? Want to do Major Staff or Heal? We'll do Heal. Oh, we have Major Staff. Yeah, Major Staff or. Then he can do the gauntlets. Snort. Healing Helm. Protects against stone and poison. Yeah. Will do. We don't really need to waste turns healing because we have so much high potions that we don't have to worry about that, so we'll just keep attacking. Be alright. Yeah, the fact that they give you Phoenix Downs to raise people from the dead. In the NES version, the only way to revive somebody is if you had life spell, or if you went back to town. But in this game, you have items to do it, just like the later. They just basically modernized it to be just like the newer games. But the problem with that is they didn't change anything else with the game. So it just made it like 10 times easier than necessary. You don't end up needing any of the stuff they add to the game, but I mean, granted, I'm kind of an expert at this game, but even a casual person could play this with like no help, no research. They just gotta know that like items can cast magic and stuff like that. Thor's hammer for lightning as well. This guards against fire and ice, so yeah, we need that. A map and all items. But the cool thing about this game is that you actually do get a map and all items. Like, this is pretty cool. It shows you where the treasures are, at least. I think which maps? So this tells you how many chests you've gotten in the tower, or whatever area. So if you're trying to collect everything, it actually tells you. It doesn't tell you where they are, but you can look at the maps when you're in it and find everything, so you don't get lost or anything, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the good thing about Final Fantasy, the first one, is that generally lightning on water, aquatic type enemies, fire on the undead and regular animals. And obviously if there's an element, you just do the opposite. But yeah, fire and ice are usually the main ones, and lightning against stuff. But generally, like, it all does good damage, so it doesn't really matter. If you play the newer, like Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6, then it makes a big difference. If an enemy is weak to fire, and you know it, then you just blast them with the fire. You'll do twice as much damage. This guy will probably die in one shot. I will go down first. Alright, so this weapon. Cast Scourge. So that's actually something we might want to try every once in a while. Some there, huh? You played one of them, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go left, then right. Potion, lots of gold. I don't remember what's in what, so we're just gonna do it all. It goes fast enough. I think there's good stuff on the one on the right. Nice. Scourge working pretty good. Three of them. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Oh, healing helm again. Tech ring. Oh, we have a sunblade. Look at that. Forgot about that. Horse hammer. They're all maxed out. Oh no, this says next level, but I don't think there actually is a next level. Oh yeah, I think we can level 99 in this game. Normally it's level 50, but they're letting us keep going. One out of 3. Alright, so that was lame. Left, then right. Nice. Diamond gloves. It would be helpful if I had more than one fighter, but I don't. And our little kung fu guy there doesn't really need anything. Guards elemental attack and status effects. Yeah, sure. Did we do the left side? I've actually already forgotten. Nope, we didn't. Got 2 more rooms to go. Jeez, the head counter rate's a little ridiculous. Oh yeah, adamantite. We need that to make our Excalibur sword. So normally I would get that, go back, get my sword, and then I'd go to the fire cave, finish it, water cave, finish it, go back here, finish it, and then go beat the game. But we're powered enough, we're gonna finish this tower as is. Then we just breeze through the other ones. Black robe, white robe. Guards against fire and instant death. Cast Viscera. That's what we want. Guards against ice and time irregularities. Uses Blizzera. Sure. So there's stuff here, but I don't think we need any of it. But we'll get it anyway, I guess. Alright, let's kick it to the other music. No blaze. Can't hold any more money? Jeez. Tech cloak. Yes. fun, we're gonna look at this. So in the NES version, it just tells you all 4 points. Oops, I made that. All 4 points lead to a single point. All the shrines. Okay, so it's telling you to go there once you've defeated all the fiends. Of course, we didn't defeat them all yet, but you didn't know. That's how you'd figure it out by playing the game. The encounter rate is stupid. That's funny that it says Tiamat has no weakness, because technically he does have a weakness. I don't know if the weakness is in this game, but you can cast Fear on the NES version, and he'll run away, and you can win that way. It just doesn't happen often. But the game, even on the NES, is easy enough. You don't need to do that. No point. No, you can't actually tell. Like, I think Dragon Quest does that sometimes, where they show you a map that's all colored in, and it brightens up in the areas you actually went to. But yeah, in this you don't know. Heal everybody up in case we find War Mech. What the hell are the heals there, though? wouldn't take you too long. It's not that bad. We're gonna try a couple battles to see if we can get War Mech. He's like a 1 in 64 chance of getting him or something. You'd have to fight a lot to just level up. No, not like that. Yeah, War Mech. What's up, Jossum? I remember playing this game on the NES as a kid, just hoping and hoping I don't get War Mech. Because if you did, he was like way tougher than the actual boss on this floor. And if you got him, he would just... It was like fighting chaos, basically. He'd beat you down. I remember the first time I played the one on was it PlayStation or Game Boy Advance? I can't remember. Yeah, the original weapon, exactly. I tried forever to try to find, just so I can get him for the bestiary, and he never showed up. I just kept walking back and forth for like a half an hour straight, and he never showed up. It was annoying. He might not show up. No. I'll try 2 more times. Yeah, Final Fantasy VI bosses were scary. Absolutely scary. Even Final Fantasy VII, like the Ruby and all the other weird... I don't think I ever beat them. I beat the game, but I never beat the ultimate weapons, the ones you didn't have to. The bonus ones. I think I tried, I just never could do it. Alright, one more. No. Alright, last time. How about War Mech? Stop hiding. Alright. I should be using fire, not lightning, with my guy down there. Knights of the Round, yeah. Level 99 with Knights of the Round. Just the first time I beat Final Fantasy VII, such a long time ago. Like it was like 1998 or something. Like the first year after the game came out. And I don't really remember. I remember the boss, like I remember what he looked like and stuff. But... $71. Cool looking. Good old temper. Probably won't even make it. Yeah, I killed him anyway. I am grossly overpowered at the moment. They're right. They should make me fight Warmack before I leave. Alright, how quick can we do? We need to do the fire cave. That actually will go faster. We don't need anything in there. And then we need to go back to the water. Maybe I can do that in like 10 minutes. Then tomorrow night, we'll beat the game and then do something else. Oh. So that, yeah. Level 61. I don't know if I don't think they actually make a weapon that casts the ice spell. Or an armor. I don't think they do. It'd be cool if they did. So we'll use Link didn't work, man. Still got hit with 1600 damage. This game could make for interesting speed run with boosts and fast forward. A lot of encounters though. Fire Bean, that was like 2 minutes. If we could probably beat the game in 5 minutes. We still have to do 2 more tower, or 1 more tower. Okay. Boom. Alright, so now we need to go to... Wish there was a place to land over here. You can't land anywhere over here. You always have to land here. Did you land over here? No. Right here. Oh, it's got the stuff from the previous boss. We'll keep it on light ass. No, not light ass. I wanted gauntlets. Oh wait, hold on. Before we do that, put me down. Clearly need more power. Adamantite. I'll make your sweet sword. Boom. Check it out. Looking good. Excalibur. $53 to 66 damage. Nice. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go finish this up. Move it. While that's going, I need a drink. Got this. Got light axe. Oh yeah, we actually need to change that. Gauntlets. There we go. Do that, we should be able to smooth sailing through here. There are some cool weapons and stuff in this game, but when you're as overpowered as I currently am, it's not needed. It's still pretty cool. Full stage, dungeon, whatever. This is why I have it on fast forward, man. This game is so many encounters. Battles kind of take forever, but with the quick system, you don't have to worry about all that. We gotta go up and to the right. Why doesn't he have... Yeah. He doesn't have a ribbon, so he keeps getting poisoned. It's like they know it. A worm killer. That's cool. Dude, these encounters, man. So many. Last floor. It was nothing but battles, man, constantly. All right. 4 out of 5. Here we go. And it goes. We're just walking through all jacked. Alright, let's go beat the game. We can probably beat the game in 5 minutes. Finish off everything. The last dungeon's a little longer, but yeah. Well, I know where to go. I know this game like literally the back of my... I know it better than the back of my own hand. That's why I always say if there was one game I had to play for the rest of my life locked up in a dungeon, I would pick a version of Final Fantasy 1. Though I like other Final Fantasies, it's not like the only game I like. But this one, just like, I don't know, it's like a cozy game to me. Like, I enjoy playing it. I do like trying different like player combinations and stuff like that. I think it's cool. Alright, where are the cabins? Cottage. All the other times I beat the game, I was right around level 50. Alright, let's go. So we're just gonna heal, and he can use Mage Staff. We'll cruise right through. We won't even get the Mad Moon, the most powerful sword in the game, so we don't need it. If we had somebody else that could use it, I would get it. I mean, anybody else can use it, but my punching guy, he's already overly powered, so giving him a weapon isn't going to make a difference. Alright, here we go. Brock prefers you leave it with him, yeah. Good old Chrono Trigger. Another game I should probably beat one day. If I can ever afford Chrono Trigger, though technically I own it on handheld, I can emulate it. I would like to play it on my actual Super Nintendo. I could ever drive it up or something. But I actually want to own the game, but man, is that game expensive. Dark Fighters and Dark Wizards. I know, Earthbound. Yeah, I know. What's the cheapest I've seen it? I don't know. I don't even bother looking for it. It's like a couple $100, I think. I don't even know. That's a good question. How much is Chrono Trigger going for on the Super Nintendo? Not a clue. Little jam sesh before we hit the dungeon. I think this is where I go left and back up again. Pretty sure. Six, seven. I think it's great that the 6-7 whatever stupid kid meme thing or whatever died out a lot faster than I thought it would. Even the kids think it's annoying. Earthbound 400, Chrono Trigger 260. Yeah, that sounds about right. Guess how much those games are in Japan? Or if you get the Super Famicom version. I can probably get Chrono Trigger for 20 bucks. Is it still alive? Oh man. It needs to not be. I have Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6 for the Super Famicom, and I bought all 3 of them for like 40 bucks. 30, 40 bucks with shipping. They're Japanese, but I got them. They play. But if I were to buy them individually, it would be like $400. I don't think, I did buy Final Fantasy 3 though. Well, 6, whatever, you know what I mean. I paid like $70 for it. It was a pretty good deal. I was pretty excited to get that back in my collection. I think I need VP to change his attack on this. Fire's not gonna do. I thought fire would be good in an Earth game. I guess not. Mother 2 for 30 bucks. Yeah, exactly. The Super Famicom and Famicom games are so, because like that's like their Madden, right? Like we sell Madden for $2 at the thrift store, and they sell Final Fantasy for $2 at their thrift store. Dude, look how many dudes there are. I've never seen that many. Alright, we need Scourge. No blaze. Haste. Even though we're overpowered, usually the bosses have a lot of defense. Except for him. They can't defend him. They can defend swords well. Let's hit him with some... Oh, I never bought, what am I missing? And normally he would only have 800 health or something, but in this game he has like two or 3,000. So they boosted them up at least. But they should have boosted the entire game up, honestly. All right, that's floor 1. Oops. So now we're in the fire floor. So in theory, oh, the black robe cast Blizzara. Forgot about that. I thought maybe something else did. We're gonna Blizzara it up. Oh yeah. Bam. Godzilla for PlayStation 4, huh? Is it like actually a good game? Or is it just really hard? Is it because like the lore and stuff, but the game's actually trash? That's like the worst. Like I get like if you, it's terrible, of course. I get like wanting a childhood game of yours and you want to get it complete. You want to have that same experience again, and you drop like stupid money on something. But like if it's not playable, it's just kind of, that sucks. Or if it's playable, but like it, you know what I'm saying. Like if Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo was like $400, I would still secretly want to buy it. But man, at least I could play it. But if like I'm trying to collect all of the series and one of them is just hot garbage, but it's super expensive, that kind of hurts too. The NES has a couple of games that are expensive like that, but generally the ones that are super expensive actually are good games. They're not like $1,200 worth. Like Bonk on the NES, which you could beat in 15 minutes, is not worth $1,200 or whatever it is if you wanted to play it. But it's cool to have it if you don't mind spending the dough. I guess in theory it could be an investment if you want to sell it, but I find that if I'm going to spend a lot of money on something because it has sentimental value or part of my collection, that like I'm never going to sell it. So there's some Blizzaga. You collect Godzilla stuff just in general. Yeah, no, I get that. You can't play because it's not digital? Oh, you mean like you can't like yeah, if it's for PlayStation 4 you can't emulate it in theory. I think, I don't know, are we to a point where we could take PlayStation 4 ISOs, put it on a hard drive and play it on a PlayStation 4? We probably are. Oh, was it digital only too? Or was it there once upon a time? So you got a physical copy that's rare, and then you had the digital copy because they probably didn't sell it enough and they were just like, ah. They just burnt down their entire shop. Collected the insurance and just went about their business. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the future. You're right. Well, no, I've been in the emulation scene for like 20 plus years. I'm sure somebody somewhere has a copy that you can probably get, if not already. I know with like Nintendo, you could, and the Switch even, like I've done it. I've actually downloaded a Switch game on release day and played it on my computer on an emulator on release day. So that lets me think that it shouldn't be a problem. But there's people out there that all they do is just archive stuff. Self-modded 360, nice, yeah. I mean, I had my PlayStation 1 modded back in the day, PlayStation 2. Well, they weren't modded, they were soft-modded, so there was some like shenanigans with springs and pulling trays out and stuff. Never the 360 though, never the original Xbox. I didn't have them around long enough to deal with it. The PlayStation 3, you can drop in a hard drive and do some pretty cool stuff with that. Yeah, optical drives are really nice. If I ever got a Dreamcast or a Saturn, I would definitely do something like that. Replace the drive with something. Oh. Do it up. Yeah, with the spring. Yeah, I had the same thing. But that was so nice. Because they didn't had a lot of money back then, and there was a lot of PlayStation games that I always wanted to play. So I used to just hook up my computer to whatever file sharing network was still running at the time and just download ISOs constantly, like all the PlayStation games. And you could, I used to burn them too. So if I rented them or borrowed them, I would just burn them all up and have a big old sleeve of them, and it would work every time. I rarely ever had any issues. I think my first Everdrive type thing was on a Game Boy Advance. That was a lot of fun too. Way back in the day when it was really starting to pop off. What do we want to do here? No. All. Missed? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. This 32 hits. Yeah, I would bypass it. Yeah, you're the second person to say something about that. I didn't have. I had an actual CD that you had to put in first, that it would load up and get you past a certain point, and then you could put. Then you could drop a game in. I never had to put like a legit game in first. Whichever one that I had, I don't remember what it was, but I did have the attachment in the back, and I think you could even put codes on it too. I think it might have been. I don't know if it was a Game Shark, but it was something very similar. I'd have to look into it. I bet if I searched it after 20 minutes, I'd probably find it. Oh, that was dumb. Ah, whatever. Just go. Chuck still gets a lot of damage taken. Ice Storm. Alright. That was a good test. I think with the final boss, we're gonna have to temper up Ogre because he apparently is not doing a lot of damage. Well, haste on Chuck, temper Ogre, heal everyone. Go that route. I don't remember if you can be attacked here. You can. Well, don't do that. Alright, so let's do high potions. I bought 99 high potions as soon as I could, and I have not once used all of them. Alright, oh yeah, and then we'll use, what is it, ether? There we go. Do you remember me? 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. This story still makes zero sense, but whatever. I killed them and I came back. Then I revived them, and then now I'm here. Now they're there. It's pretty sweet. And I'm like strong now for some reason. Anyway, let's fight. But I would be reborn again here. So even if as you die again and again, I shall return. Born again into the endless cycle. Well, I think that's how that works. They just like made shit up and then like got translated poorly, so nobody really knows what the hell they're talking about. Ouch. Okay. Okay. No! Oh, come on. Oh, it went to that guy at least. That's cool. Of course. Uh-oh. I didn't buy the slow spell. That's cool. What do we want? Oh no. Okay. Oh, it missed. There we go. See, even being overpowered, it was still pretty tough. That is a GG. We're all done. Those sweet pixelated mountains. Yeah, he kept killing my one dude, and it's like I just spent all that magic and stuff to get him boosted up, and then he just died. And once you die, you lose all your boosts. But luckily, he didn't do anything to kill a bunch of my guys. The time loop has severed at last. Whatever the hell that means. Endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years has ended. But the peace prevailed once more. Still a pretty fun game to play. It's up there for super. Even playing the remix, it's still nostalgic for me because at least they keep the same music, but they don't keep the same difficulty though. The Game Boy Advance version has extra like challenges or dungeons where you can get like extra weapons and stuff. It's kind of interesting. But the dungeons aren't that cool. It's like you have to do the same dungeon 4 times to fight 4 different. It's like you get to the end of dungeon, and there's 4 rooms. And you go in one, you fight one of the 4 bosses, and then you get whatever weapon for winning, and you have to go back and do it again. That's like a cheesy way of adding content to a game to make you just repeat the same stage over and over. So stupid. I guess it's better than nothing, but kind of isn't. So yeah, if I were to create my own game, that would be a part 2 to this. Every Final Fantasy is separate. It has nothing to do with the previous. But if I were to create a game, I would have to do one of 2 things. I would have to do a future from after this game is completed, or beforehand. But they kind of did that already with the Final Fantasy game, but it's like a 3D game they made. But I don't know. It'd be interesting. Alright. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. I gotta go to work tomorrow. What I'm going to be doing next on stream, I have no idea. This was just to take a break from practicing Genesis games for, what, 6 weeks straight? But this was quick and easy. And that's pretty much that. Yeah, thanks for the GG. Yes, I'm still hanging in there. What's up with the game you started? What game is that? Oh, you mean the game I was making? Oh, I had no idea what you were talking about. Yeah, I just got too busy and had a lot of bugs. So I just had to move on from it. Yeah, making 3D games is really tough. Especially when you don't have the right assets and you have to make it yourself and you suck at making art. For you are the warrior who crossed time. You are the bringer of light. So what happens to the 4 warriors then? There you go. That's the Final Fantasy 1-2. And the 4 warriors find out that the fiends had children that they laid eggs and they won't hatch until another 2,000 years. So they have to go destroy the eggs. Something stupid like that. That sounds like a Final Fantasy game. Alright, cool. We are out of here. I think that's pretty much the end of it. I don't think there's anything else that there is to do. I think it just goes to the beginning. Oh, like actual credits for the people who made the game. This is actually the same for all Final Fantasy games that were made. I think all the same people made them. So press that button to skip. I actually don't have that button. But yeah, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging. See you later. Gotta get out of here. Pixel Remaster. It's the optimal way to play Final Fantasy 1 through 6, in my opinion. If you're not a purist like I am that has to play everything in the original console. Alright. See you.